Hey guys, I just ran across this and just now had a chance to do the video. Found this real interesting. There was a UN Security Council meeting held over the weekend. The United Kingdom, France, and the United States were the ones that called this meeting. The United States, France, and the United Kingdom ambassadors walked out. Now first, I think that if you're going to call a meeting of the UN, at least stay for the meeting that you called by those three ambassadors walking out. It does appear to me that they did that just to make a point. Now, if you haven't heard about this and you're wondering why there was a meeting called, which is a very unusual time for it to be called, it was on a weekend, it is to accuse Russia of war crimes. Now, I will have links from several sources, and you can go there and read them for yourself, make your own decisions. But I think it's very odd that, number one, that the meeting was called the weekend before the debates, and that they actually walked out, and that they are accusing Russia of war crimes. Now, I'm no fan of Russia. I'm not a fan of communism. I love liberty, freedom, freedom of the press, freedom of speech. But war crimes is not something that you just throw around when you're going to accuse someone of that. If you're going to call a meeting for that, have your proof. And your proof doesn't mean you stand up and walk out because you don't like the person that's about to speak. According to this article, and I'll leave the link and you can go here yourself. My computer is running a bit slow. I do apologize for that. The U.S. envoy to the UN called Russia criminals because they are actually helping Assad defend his country against terrorists. And I do like this right here. It says, historically speaking, this is actually from the Russian ambassador. The Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson. Historically speaking, a barbarian is someone not belonging to an empire, and we have only one of those today, she noted on her Facebook page. As for the imagery, the world has seen nothing more barbaric in modern history than Iraq and Libya done the Washington way. Wow, that speaks volumes, doesn't it? Now you may be wondering, who exactly is Syria fighting against? Who are the rebels? We'll get to that in a minute. This is the other article, actually from NBC News, where it does list the United States, Britain, and France, or United Kingdom and France, as the one that called the meeting that they walked out in protest. One of the ambassadors said, we need to decide how to stop this now. Syria's UN ambassador is not interested in that decision. That's why I just walked out of the UNSC. They don't know what he's interested in. They didn't let him speak. They just walked out. They say that Moscow has helped unleash a new hell in the city of Aleppo, and that it is difficult to deny that Russia is partnering with the Syrian regime to carry out war crimes. U.S. Ambassador Samantha Power said what Russia is sponsoring and doing is not counterterrorism, it's barbarism. And she went on to call it apocalyptic. Wow, okay. So let's see who they're actually fighting. According to an article put out by the BBC, there are three factions. that the Assad regime in Syria has to fight. It's the FSA, which stands for the Free Syrian Army, Islamic Syrian rebel groups, including ISIS, ISIL, however you want to say it. They're not going away yet. And other international jihadist groups. Now, the United States, Turkey, Britain, and other countries are arming rebels and training rebels to fight the Assad regime. Who do you think we're fighting? We are fighting the government military of Syria. Who do you think we're arming? Terrorists. The same people that we are fighting in Iraq, we're arming in Syria. Makes no sense. But that's the way it is. Read these articles for yourself. Become aware. Know what's going on. Things are ramping up. The election, Trump being taken seriously, whether you like him or not, has forced the elitists and the globalists to speed up and alter their timeline. I do not believe that they wanted all this to happen now. But their hand is being forced by what they're seeing. Other countries do not want Trump elected. And it's for an entirely different reason than what Clinton is saying. That's another video. I want to thank you for watching my video. God bless.